Hello Gemini, Lioness Intuition here doing your reading. So Gemini, getting into your energy, I instantly heard two halves of the same whole. Okay, almost said soul, but it was definitely whole. And I hope to Jesus that this is not a twin flame reading, because y'all know how I feel about that. But anyway, getting into your energy, Gemini, it feels very light-hearted. It feels very soft and floaty. Okay, this connection that I'm picking up on, it feels very warm and very vibrant. You both feel comfortable with each other and safe. Okay, so that was beautiful energy to pick up on. Now, getting into your cards, we have Wise One, grow within your current situation. And we also have Protection Guardian, drop your shields. Okay. Alright, so with this energy here, with this Wise One, I'm feeling like this is the couple energy that I'm picking up on, right? I feel like you're both in this space where you've both found someone who shares the same values as you, okay? I feel like you both learn from each other. You both take on certain aspects of the other that you both admire about one another, right? If there's a sense of equal maturity. Okay. We also have Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. With this energy here, with this connection, I'm feeling like you finally, like you both, again, I keep picking up on two very clear energies where they both agree with one another and they're both presenting themselves in the same way, okay? I feel like with this Protection Guardian energy, you're both recognizing that you don't need to have your guard up all the time with this person. You don't have to look over your back and think, are they doing anything dodgy? Do they have my back? Are they talking shit about me? There's none of that. You both have really dropped every sort of defense layer that you have within, and you're fully 100% open and committed to this person, to each other. And that feels really good. That feels really good. And again, I'm getting this strong energy of learning from one another. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and clarify that for you. Okay. Tell me more about this Wise One energy for Gemini, please. Wise One energy for Gemini, please. Tell me more about, thank you. Ooh, we have Heart Chakra. Again, you're both open and committed to each other. You're both willing to give and receive love. Tell me more about this Wise One energy. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Beautiful. We have disruption in reverse. I like that. We also have patience and planning. Yeah, I feel like this is a reward for both of you, Gemini. I feel like you both went through a lot of trials and traumas, a lot of failed relationships in all terms, like family, friends, romantic, that sort of thing. And I feel like this is your reward from the universe. By you being patient and working through whatever it is that you needed to work through, once you did that, it brought this person in, and you're both equally on that path, working towards the same thing, but unknowingly working towards each other. Okay, and with disruption being in reverse, I feel like there is no longer going to be any tower moments where you're blindsided or you receive... Yeah, blindsided pretty much covers it all. There's no more of that. High deep pocket. There's no more of that, okay? It's interesting how patient and planning is two pillars, right? And I feel like you're both at the same point, on the same page, working towards the same things. Again, two halves of the same whole. And I really hope we're not going there. Really hope we're not going there. Okay. Tell me more about this protection guardian energy for Gemini. Thank you. Ooh. We have temptation. Interesting. Okay, I feel like you were both tempted in this connection to resort back to your defense mechanisms to protect yourself. I feel like you were both tempted by that. But I feel like you overcame that. You didn't fall victim to this. Yeah. Suffering in silence in reverse. You expressed yourself and what you were feeling at the beginning of this connection and expressing those defense mechanisms that you have, or had, should I say. And by doing that, you joined forces and you both combated this temptation energy. That's really beautiful energy. That is so beautiful. Yeah. We have rejoice and celebration. This is something that you both celebrated. I feel like this was recent energy. Like, I feel like you had a conversation, and we're talking about how in the past X, Y, and Z happened and how you thought you guys wouldn't overcome it, but here you are, like, months, days, weeks, whatever it may be, later, and you're better than ever. And that is something you should definitely be proud of yourselves about. That feels really good. It feels so good. Yay. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you for a good positive reading. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get into your love portion. So we have learning and forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Hi, JJ. We also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then we also have unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, let's talk about this first. This card flew out on top of learning and forgiving. So I feel like in the past, before meeting this person, Gemini, you would always end up in a relationship with Gemini energy, where you would end up giving out more than you would receive, okay? And there was a lot of learning you had to do, a lot of healing of yourself, which you had to do, okay? And this person that you met, who you are connected with currently, has really opened your eyes to the amount of healing that you have done, how connected you guys genuinely are. I feel like you had a lot of mutual experiences, and you both learnt so much from sharing these experiences with each other and recognizing that up until this point you were so closed off in a lot of things that meeting this person, I feel like this is mutual energy. You both opened each other up to the possibilities. Okay? I hope that made sense. Alrighty, let's go ahead and clarify just a little bit, because I feel like this is a flow-on reading. I feel like we've already touched base on the reading, and this is just more detail for you. Alrighty. Let's look at keep an open mind. Tell me more about keep an open mind for Gemini, please. Keep an open mind for Gemini. Thank you. Ooh. we have the High Priestess. Pisces energy. Gemini, I feel like this is you. Okay. Okay. I'll say it. I feel like you, Gemini, really opened this person's eyes up to the fact that there is so much in the unseen realm, spirit world, the divine, all of that, right? And through whatever you expressed, I feel like there was also actions behind that to show them that what you were saying is the truth. And I feel like this alone set them on a different path. And I feel like it's different to you. I just feel like whatever you shared with this person was exactly what they needed at the exact time you shared that. Regardless, there's this mutual understanding of knowledge. Like there's a wealth of knowledge between the two of you. Interesting. Tell me more about... Ooh, okay. Okay. We have the Bull. Aquarius energy. Again, whatever you shared with this person, put them on a new path. And it's almost like seeing the world for what it is. It's one great big playground, essentially. That's what it feels like. Like the only limitations you have are the ones that you placed upon yourself. And through this understanding, through this perception change, it's almost like the world is a giant playground. Tell me more about keep an open mind for Gemini, please. Keep an open mind for Gemini. Ooh. We have the Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy. Why do I feel like a broken contract with that? This feels like a broken contract. And it feels like third party. Alright. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon in reverse, Pisces energy with the Knight of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy with the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. With this energy here, I feel like there was a lot of things that needed to be brought to the surface. Got questions about your Taurus read, but didn't want to interrupt your flow. That's okay. Interrupt. Go right ahead. Yeah, there was things in the past in relation to this commitment, this contract, right? This contract that needed to come to the surface. And I feel like there was a lot of denial and also a lot of false truths. Subtles. I have no idea about contracts, right? Any of that legal stuff. but I'm hearing subclause from this. I feel like there is something coming to the surface about a subclause you didn't realize was in the contract. Okay, random side note. But again, I feel like a lot of things had to come up to the surface that weren't like the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter. And I feel like it's in relation to a past commitment. And by commitment, I feel like this is a marriage. I feel like you guys met at the wrong time, but through sheer determination, you made the situation work. Because for someone out there, you were definitely still committed to another person when you met this person. And I don't mean third party, I just mean you were still married, right? You still had legal obligations to someone else. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get you some advice. It's a super short reading, but your message was just clear cut. Super clear cut. I appreciate that today. Gemini, sometimes you can be difficult, sometimes you're not. Alrighty. What advice do you have for Gemini in relation to the spread? Thank you. That was super fast. Oh, it's time for a nap. It's time for a nap. It's time for you to chill out, Gemini. I mean, I feel like you're already chill, but this could, yes. I feel like it's time for you to not reconnect, but spend some quality time with this person. Okay? I feel like you both need some nurturing at this time. Advice for Gemini, please. Advice for Gemini. Okay. With this card, I feel like the divine wants you both to take a time out together and really nurture each other and bring each other back to this energy state in which we're used to. Okay, for others, I feel like this is the divine asking you to take a time out and just see how far you've come. Again, they're telling me sheer determination. Even though I feel like this was a joint effort, your contribution alone needs to be recognized, and you need to be proud of yourself about that. Give yourself a pat on the back. Hell, go buy yourself something nice if you want to. You worked hard, Gemini. You deserve to reward yourself in whatever way you like to reward yourself. Alrighty. Any other advice for Gemini? Advice for Gemini, please. I think that's it. I think that is it. Oh, no. Spiral Stone. Oh, a never-ending story. Interesting. This is weird. This is weird. I'm picking up on an energy of someone who is stuck in their head about you, Gemini. Yeah, it's this weird energy. It's like they've given up on you, but yet their focus is still on you. Right. I want to find out about that. Just give me 1 second. Can we just have a card? Ooh. Card of clarity. Never ending story, please. Can you tell me more about this energy? For Gemini, please. Okay. So, for those who are currently getting divorced, going through the court system, separating assets, all that kind of business, this person's energy I'm picking up with from Never Ending Story. Again, I feel like they've given up on you, but they're still focused on you, which doesn't make sense, right? That is because they're still very much focused on this commitment. And I'm hearing to death do us part, okay? They're very much focused on this commitment, the commitment they made with you, okay? Well, let's leave that there, because, yeah. So, Gemini, I hope this resonated for you. Well, most of it. Let me know if it did, and if you feel so inclined, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, Gemini, we'll see you later.